Hi guys, and welcome back to DeFi Daily. Today we're going to talk about USN, so the stablecoin that has been introduced by NEAR, and Decentral Bank, that is obviously the entity that is behind this stablecoin. The reason why it is so important to understand what's going on with this stablecoin, and we will talk about it because they have just changed completely the model that is behind this stablecoin. And the reason why it is so important to understand is because in a moment when the market is going down, that we are really in a bear market, there is nothing more important to having some, let's say, secure yield on stablecoins. So that's the reason why we will discuss exactly about if the stablecoin is good, how it is evolving, and if that's the time, the right moment to invest in this stablecoin, or maybe it's just better to stay safe with your assets that you already have in your portfolio. So just before to start, guys, remember that this channel is about educational content and nothing has to be intended as financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that's great, but always your own research first. And guys, if you like this content, if you enjoy it, remember to subscribe to the channel in order to be always updated and to leave a big thumbs up, drop a comment. I know that sometimes taking time and you don't like it to do it, but that's something that can really help us to promote this content, to promote awareness around this kind of topics. In any case, let's start immediately. So the central bank, it is the entity that is issuing the USN stablecoin. After what happened with Luna, UST, and the crash that literally affected, that literally destroyed the whole market, all the different major projects that were working in that direction, trying to follow the success that had demonstrated Anchor Protocol and UST. After the crash, everyone has tried to change in the best way their personal strategy. And what we discuss right now is how the central bank and USN has changed their own. Because an algorithmic stablecoin has the risk, obviously, that you are, yes, minting a new stablecoin just using the coin of that blockchain. In this case, we were having NEAR, so you had the opportunity to deposit NEAR and receiving an equivalent amount in dollar with the stablecoin that is called USN. The point is that in this way, you are exposed to a risk like what happened with UST. So in the case of a bank run, in case the people are just coming back, in case of USN, the stablecoin is losing the peg, and in that moment people are trying to swap USN back for NEAR, and after that, in order to close the arbitrage, they are bringing NEAR back to the market, just selling it. In that case, we will have a situation where the price of NEAR will simply dump. And in order to recover the same amount of USN, the amount of NEAR that will be needed will be much more. And as you can understand, in this way, the possibility of a crash, a terrible crash like what happened with Terra, it is quite likely. And for this reason, they has changed literally everything. If until now you had the opportunity to swap NEAR and receiving back USN, right now it is changed. You don't have any more this opportunity, but as you can see down here, how can I get, exchange, or trade USN? USN can be minted through the main on-chain contract, just giving back USDT and receiving USN. So you can understand that right now we are not having anymore an algorithmic stablecoin, but we have a stablecoin that is collateralized by another stablecoin. If you ask me personally, I don't really like this concept because I understand the need of more stability, but it looks like a paradox that we are having a decentralized stablecoin that in reality is just backed by a centralized asset like could be USDT, or maybe in the future they are saying that they will also give you the opportunity to swap USDC for USN. They have also added this phase will be lasting at least for the whole bear market. So at least until the market is still going down. So we are in a market that is suffering. In this moment, in this situation, what is needed at most is having stability. That's the reason why they are offering this kind of system instead of giving you the opportunity to swap NEAR for USN. They have also added in the moment when the market will start pumping again, it is possible that they will change the system from fully backed by USDT or USDC with a system that could be a mixed one with also the ability to swap NEAR for USN, because obviously in the market it's going up. So in the moment when the price of NEAR is appreciating, the system, even if just swapping NEAR with USN, it will be much more stable. So, but if now we don't have anymore the NEAR for USN swap, why you should use USN? The main reason is because they are saying that they will use, in any case, all the NEAR that has been accumulated during this first phase. We still don't know, unfortunately, how many of them they have, in order to distribute the staking rewards. As you know, probably, NEAR is a proof of stake blockchain that, as you can check from this tool, for example, here, this is staking rewards and is giving you the amount of rewards that has been distributed every time on each blockchain. As you can see on NEAR, the reward is around 10%. Reward here, and it's written in blue, so it's not really easy to read it, but in any case, it's around 10%. This amount, this 10% of yield that is generated through the NEAR that are in the treasury of Decentrol Bank will be distributed to people that are using USN on different protocols. For example, at this point, you can use USN, for example, on Reef Finance. For example, here right now, the APY is quite high, and APY for USN into this protocol is around 17%. And this APY is possible because the Decentral Bank is financial, so it is paying, it is sustaining these rewards, just distributing the staking rewards that are collected through the different NEARs. We really don't know how many of them they have, because, for example, if let's say that they have $1 billion of NEAR into the treasury, and the circulating supply of USN is just 500 million, it appears clear that in that case, the amount of APY that they are able to distribute to the different people is around 20%. We still don't know all of this data, because in that case, it is the opposite. So we have just 250 million of NEAR and the circulating supply that is still 500 million. The relative APY that they are able to distribute to the people that are owning USN, it is just the 5%. So we still have to wait what are the numbers that the central banks is just owning about NEAR, and what is the circulating supply for USN. In order to understand if it is a good idea or not to invest on USN, what you need to remember is that you are not only embracing a stablecoin, but you're embracing a whole ecosystem. Because remember, the success, the stability of this stablecoin will be related to the future of the NEAR blockchain. So the first thing that you should remember, and you should start asking yourself is, do I like the NEAR blockchain? Is this a project that I would like to invest, that I would like to use, that I believe in? If the answer is yes, go on, maybe using USN just to diversify, because obviously, guys, never go all in into a single stablecoin. Remember that stablecoins, even if they should be stable, they are still having some kind of risk behind that you should be aware of. So always try to diversify your holdings among the different stablecoins, included USN. I want to just give you a brief overview of what is NEAR, also just to give you also an understanding if the NEAR blockchain is moving the right way or not. I will just share you a couple of data, what is also my opinion, but feel free to ask and to have your own opinion. If you disagree on something, just write me into the comment section below. So first of all, we need to remember that at the moment when we are talking about NEAR, we are talking about an ecosystem that is quite still small. As you can check from here, even at the peak, they had a total value that was just around 600 million. Right now, we are just around 300 million. So it means that it's quite small. And if from one side, this could be a weakness, on the other side, I think that could be also a big opportunity, because many other protocols that people has been using much more during this bull run, many people has also encountered many losses. So maybe they are bound that they want to go back in that blockchain, and they are more attracted by other blockchain that are maybe much younger and they are more attractive, appealing, just because it is like, let's try something new, something that I haven't tried yet. So this could be an advantage, even if on the other side, the Near blockchain has still to demonstrate to be able to attract so much user. On the other side, we still have to remember that the number of application, the apps that are on the Near blockchain is still quite small, even if we have to sum this list to the one to the Aurora blockchain, that is the EVM compatible version of Near with the Ethereum virtual machine, so like all the different apps that you are able to use through your MetaMask account. If you're wondering at which blockchain the Near blockchain is more close, probably the answer is Solana. On the other side, Solana is much more a bigger project, at least in this moment, but on the other side also means that with Near we have a much higher upside. Another thing that you should remember is that in the moment when we are talking about Near, we are talking about an inflationary asset. This is the liquid supply curve that is provided by Messari, and it is showing us as during the time the amount of Near tokens that will be into the market will increase. Right now we are here, almost around here, yes, and as you can see, if right now we are around 700 million, in a couple of years, let's say here, we will have a 50% of increase into the circulating supply. So keep in mind these numbers, because the price is not only due to the traction, but is also related to the amount, to the circulating supply that will go into the market. Obviously, remember that the circulating supply can change any moment soon if they are changing the tokenomics, if they are introducing some kind of other burning mechanism or whatever, it will have a major impact into the tokenomics. If you ask me a personal opinion about Near, I have to be honest that I like the project. I have been seeing many projects that are launching into this ecosystem that are just trying to work hard in this moment, and they are also supported by the different grants that has been promoted by the Near Foundation. If you want to know more about it, you can check also the Twitter account of the Near Foundation. You can check also the Near protocol. For example, in this case, they are talking about another tool, learn how Endless built its NFT marketplace using Near. So also Near is embracing the NFT marketplace. And that's something that, as I was telling you before, that's quite interesting, because seeing a protocol, or better, a blockchain that is so young, that hasn't yet done completely a full bull run, maybe if they will be able, because that's the big if, and it really depends how long it will last, this bear market, because the longer it will last, also the more difficult it is to survive into this so hard and tough market condition. But if they will be able to survive and they will be able to keep innovating, maybe the next bull run could be the bull run for Near, even if the amount, the market cap of Near is not yet so small, because we are having a market cap, or at least a circulating supply, that is around $2 to $3 billion. In any case, guys, what I want you to remember is that USN has changed completely their model. Right now, it is backed by USDT, and probably into the next future also with USDC or DAI. Personally, I'm not a fan of this kind of evolution, because having a decentralized stablecoin that is fully backed by a centralized stablecoin, it's not the best scenario. But let me know what you think about it. If you have any other proposal, if maybe you are happy about this innovation by USN, Decentral Bank, and the Near protocol. Let me know it into the comment section below. Guys, thank you for following me. Remember, if you're new to the channel, to subscribe to the channel, to leave a big thumbs up and drop a comment, and I will see you tomorrow in another video. Bye, guys.